Alright guys, so I've been putting together some stretching videos, and this next one has to do with knee pain. And before we get into the stretching, it's important to remember there's a difference between kind of having some achy knees and just some minor pain and serious knee pain. Maybe you've had knee injuries before, and if it's one of those latter two, you got to remember that you really need to go get it checked out. If it's something serious, get it checked out a professional. That being said, most of the time in the classes or when I'm doing personal trainings with people and they're like, my knees are just kind of feeling not right. They're a little sore, or I went for a run, I'm feeling my knees. I would say 9 times out of 10 with the stretches that I'm about to go over today, people see drastic improvements. So, but again, you got to take care of your body, and there's no substitute for going to a professional, getting stuff checked out, and making sure you're good to go. So let's talk about that. Knees are feeling a little bit tight. What can you do? All right. A big thing is the muscles and the tendons that cross the knee. So the muscle groups that are above and below the knee. That's what we're kind of working here with this program, because when those muscles or tendons get tight, they can pull the patella, the kneecap, out of position, cause some inflammation because the kneecap's not tracking right. So if we can make sure that those muscles, that connective tissue, the tendons are loose, aren't tight, aren't pulling on that knee, we can see a lot of improvements in the pain. So it's another 2-day stretching program. So the first day, the 3 stretches, the first one you're going to go into here, we're going to just do a straight leg calf stretch. So heel is about 4 to 6 inches from a post. All right, you're going to wind that foot up, knees straight, and you're just pushing that hip in, pulling yourself towards that post. All right, just building a ton of pressure here in the back of the leg, in the calf muscle there. All right, and we're just holding there for a minute. So a minute on each side, 2 minutes total there. Second stretch we're going to work into, all right, is going to be our wall stretch here. All right, and again, the less flexible you are, the further the knee is going to be away from the wall here. All right, the more flexible you are, the closer you're going to be able to push that knee until it's right up against the wall or your post here. So we're going to start with a minute in the low position. And you're just going to push this hip forward, okay, building a lot of tension in the quadricep muscle here, a little bit in these higher hip flexors. You're just going to push forward, hold for a minute there. Then you're going to open yourself up, come into this vertical position. Now we're feeling the stretch a little bit higher up on the leg. We're going to hold for a minute here. All right, so again, minute in the low position, minute in the high position, 2 minutes each leg. Last stretch you're going to work into this first day. We're going to do a kind of a variation on our push-pull hamstring stretch. You can get your band, all right, whatever you have around the house you can use here. All right, off leg is straight, okay, kicked out straight in front of me. I've got a slight bend to this leg. I'm going to pull for 10 seconds, kind of pre-stretch a muscle here. All right, then I'm going to push against the band, aggressively push for 6 seconds, and then I'm going to pull. All right, I should have improved range of motion. I should be able to get this leg closer to my chest here. I'm going to hold for 45 seconds. So that puts me at a minute on each leg for that push-pull hamstring stretch. So that's your day A stretches. Your day B stretches, all right, you're going to need a foam roller. All right, we're going to start high on the hip right here. Okay, if you're first, and you're rolling down, okay, towards the knee, we're working that big, thick band of connective tissue that runs from the hip across the knee, the IT band, okay. We're starting at the hip, we're rolling down, we find a tight spot, we let the muscle kind of sink into or not the muscle, excuse me, we let the leg sink down into the foam roller here. All right, if you need to get more pressure on those tight spots, you can bring your other leg up, and you're really looking for those areas where it's tight, where it hurts to get into that foam roller. All right, we're going to go 3 minutes each side on the foam roller. The second drill you're going to do on your second day is you're going to take a rolling pin, something around the house. I happen to have one here in my foam roller, and you're just going to drive this down into your thigh. All right, you're going to do 4 passes along the center of the thigh. Then we're going to come to the inside and just roll out. You'll feel those areas where it's tight. Go a little bit slower in there. Roll through those tight spots. 4 passes along the inside of the thigh. And then I come up. I kind of set myself up here. Do 4 passes along the outside of the thigh. Okay, 4 center, 4 inside, 4 outside. Start with a rolling pin. I have worked up, I like using the barbell. I can get a lot more pressure in there, and it really loosens things up. So that's your stretching. If those knees are giving you some issues, try those stretches out. Go for a week, you know, doing your two days of stretching. See how that works for you.